So the very moment my stepmother is admitted with this, like, extended labor process ahead of us, like my ex-wife was in labor for 24 hours, poor dear. But so who knew, right? You never really know. But usually you stay by your spouse, through the process. But no, Virgil, my dad, my papa, anywhere where he was like in an area that he wasn't familiar with, it was antiques, antique shopping, antique shopping. So the overriding preoccupation with his spouse ish person, my stepmother, in full tilt labor, he's out with me in antique shopping in Glendora. And casually, like I remember looking at like antique coins while he's down the other aisle, and he finds this fabulous Art Deco radio, like floor radio. It was gorgeous. And so now he's making arrangements to purchase this Art Deco radio and come to get it at whatever point. Um, but she's in labor. So, so we get back after we've negotiated this, this like radio purchase, and antique Art Deco, very nice. But so now we're back in this rinky dink, clinicky, maternity, whatever. I can't even call it a hospital. I guess it was a hospital of sorts. So then we hear a blood curdling scream that, you could hear in like, North Dakota. And that's my stepmother. And so obviously at this point, him being in there with her, and there's this like, screech across the bow of the globe. Obviously she had or was in the midst of giving birth. So what does my dad do? He bolts out of the OR, yanks me by the arm, and drags me into the ER, like the operating room where she had just been delivered. So my first initial visuals of my sister was being shuttled secretly into this OR. And what do I have in front of me? My stepmother is spread wide open. She's got this bloody baby in her hands, and it is absolute carnage. I think there was a picture of it somewhere. I don't know how it got developed, but anyway. Um, that is carved into my mind for the rest of my life, this carnage. And then, of course, the doctor and the nurses being like, coherent human beings, like, let my dad know this is not legal and you need to get him out. In fact, they like pushed me out. So then my dad and I are at like, the glass, where you gaze into your babies and whatever. And I'm like, okay, here comes plenty of diaper changing ahead. I knew my place in this unit, and I knew that's where I was headed. But weird thing is that I don't know, this all kind of turned out to be as expected, pursuant to my family dynamics, because, here we are, sister has arrived, dad got his antiques, successful day. Anyway, I don't mean to make light of this, but it's just so absurd. So thanks for tolerating my enthusiasm with my sister Soleil's birthday and original birthday. And in the meantime, thanks for joining me. I love you. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.